I was at home at 2 a.m. eating Taco Bell like an hour later, watching Sleepy Hollow, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. Because I'm the most unbothered, traumatized person in the world. I recently found out that I might have autism on top of my ADHD. And it explains so much, yeah. So I also have an iron deficiency, which I found out was making it harder for me to function. So my executive dysfunction was extra fucked up because I wasn't getting enough oxygen in my brain. I thought I was just stupid. I literally couldn't complete a task before I was on iron. I couldn't even finish insects, but that's because I'm on antidepressants. That's a different thing. I take more medication than like 80-year-olds. I swear to God, I'd be like, okay, I gotta take this, and this in the morning. That's the first thing I gotta fucking do. I have the most unhealthy breakfast. I will literally be like, okay, it's pills, weed, iced coffee, and orange juice, because orange juice settles my tummy for my medication. But the autism testing is really frustrating, because I have a daughter who's nonverbal autistic. She's about to turn 5, and just getting her diagnosed was a nightmare, and I'm like, she literally, like, hello. She's the epitome of autism. She can't talk. She hand flaps. Like, come on, dude. I've known this since she was 2. Can we just move this along? Trying to get diagnosed at almost 40 is a little different, but just as frustrating. I go to my therapist, and I'm like, listen, think I might have a touch of autism, because I got on the iron and on ADHD medicines, and everything is still not right, and I still don't have any social cues. Am I supposed to have those? So I'll be like, just standing there talking to people, and they're like, are you mad? And they're like, I'm just thinking about something. I'm like, okay. So they're giving me this questionnaire. There's like 50 questions. And they're like, you scored a 37 out of 50. I go, oh, what's that mean? He's like, you show slight signs of autism. I'm like, well, no fucking shit. I knew that. That's why I asked you to give me this thingy. I answered 50 questions. And it was on video chat with my therapist. And I don't think I need to take the test. I think the questionnaire told us, like, it was a strongly agree to all the way down to strongly disagree. So you had to answer these questions. And he'd be like, I really love social interactions. And I just did this. I was like, making faces, just like, strongly disagree. Actually, I said slightly, and he's like, well, what do you mean? I go, I can be social. I just don't like love it the whole time. I'm like, it's been an hour. I'd like to go sleep because this is exhausting. And then they'll be like, I have a lot of friends. And I'm like, can I count my cat? She's right here. She'll vouch for me. She is my friend, right? Artemis? Okay, she left, but she'll be back. I swear she's real. And as I mentioned, I have an autistic daughter, but I have twins. I have a boy and a girl. I technically have 2.5 kids, you know, the ones the Americans are talking about, because I had an abortion in 2018, so that kind of counts. But I don't know if anybody else is a parent here, but everybody's just like, you have twins, do you miss the newborn phase? And I go, no. One of them was autistic, one of them has anxiety. I mean, they were just crying on and off. And they still do that. One will wake up in the middle of the night and piss the other one off. And then they'll both be awake screaming about wanting muffins and wanting to watch Nightmare Before Christmas again, and that's my fault again. I'm kind of the worst with children's media. I'd be like, okay, I've heard enough Blippi. Would you like to watch The Craft? And they love The Craft. Practical Magic, Nightmare Before Christmas. They're Scorpios, so I was like, I'll ride the vibe on that. My son's afraid of everything. My daughter is afraid of nothing. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but I have a broken microwave right now, and it's because, I don't know how to explain this to other people. It's because my daughter threw it too many times. I have to tape things down in my house. I have, from my refrigerator, instead of just plugging it in next to the fridge, I have 2 or 3 extension cords going from my fridge, up the wall, across the ceiling, down the wall, and she's still figuring out how to untape it. We're using Gorilla Tape. She's peeled the paint off the walls. It's like living with a poltergeist. Have you ever walked into a room and you were just like, hey, how's everybody going? You just gotta go like that because someone threw one of those pushy cars at you that they just picked up and threw like the Hulk? And I've gotten so fast in my reflexes. I used to not be able to do anything. Now, like, if something's, like, flying at my face, I'm just like, bam. And then my daughter thinks it's funny that I can, like, matrix dodge everything. So now she'll just be like, Mom's coming in the room. Where's the heaviest? She'll pick up my phone, and I'll have it sitting right there, and she'll just look at me from across the room, and I go, no. And she'll just throw it and giggle. And it'll bounce off the ceiling, hit the floor, I don't use iPhones. That's why. It's fine because it's a Samsung. And if that's an advertisement for a phone company, I don't know what is. Because my daughter's name is Zelda. We don't baby-proof anything. We Zelda-proof. And I think I was okay to give birth to twins because I'm a type B plus mom. Do you guys know what that is? So there's type B moms that are kind of like messy, don't know where the hell they're going, and kind of falling asleep and not being on time to get their kids. Then you have the type A mom who's like the helicopter parent, anal retentive. I'm kind of in between. I'm always on time to get my kids from school, but I'm always kind of stoned when I do it. My son went to a preschool, because my kids go to separate preschool because my daughter has special needs, and my son went to this preschool that was attached to a Catholic school, but it wasn't like part of the school, it was just the location. And it was like 5 minutes from my house, so when I would just go pick him up last year, I would just like smoke a joint and go pick up my son. I know I reeked of weed every time I went to that school, but they were always so nice to me. I'll be like, yo, is Ambrose here? I'm just like blazed. I just like took a nap before I came to get him, because the only time I can sleep is when my daughter's not home or when both of my kids are asleep, because I'm super paranoid. Every noise is a nightmare, because I don't know if you know what it's like to wake up and find all these dark smears of a mysterious substance up your walls, across your floor, across your child, and you're just like, please don't be shit. And sometimes it is shit. That time it wasn't. It was like truffles, and I was like, oh. I get those Lindor truffles because when I PMS, I need to keep them around. And my daughter found them. My daughter will find a snack hidden anywhere. She'll break through any baby food. I went out to see her in her bedroom this afternoon, and she had a bag of Cheetos. I don't even know where the fuck she got those. We don't have those in the house. It's kind of like living with a tiny little kaiju. She's flooded our kitchen so much that we had to zip tie our sink closed. I have to cut zip ties off my sink. And I promise, this is not me trying to deter anybody from having kids, but also if you don't want to, it's fine. I miss sleep so much. I'm just, my idea of a good Mother's Day weekend is to be sent to a hotel with room service, and nobody is at 6 a.m. kicking open my door going, I want Pop-Tarts! I'm like, I have anxiety, bro. Can we just breathe? And my son is the most dramatic creature on the planet, so everything's a panic attack. Okay, I'm at Wednesday J, so my time.